Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Diana Loves Colors. Thank you for coming to check out me attempting to make a wand. So I've never made one before, but I was watching videos like all morning. So I know that most people start with a big giant rosette, and I have a tutorial on how to make these on my channel, and I will link it in the description box. Very easy to make these, and um, I'm not sure I even want to mess with dyes anymore now that I learned how to do this, and I learned something new too, but we'll leave that for another time. So here's my big chunky rosette, and I made another one over here, and I used the Scrap Diva scalloped edges uh, to make some layers on here, which is good for me. So this is what that looks like. So I have already decorated the top of this one. There's a little watermelon mason jar on there and some watermelons. There's some like snowy green tulle. You can't tell that it's pale green, but it is. And then we have the scalloped edges in there, and there is foam in between the layers. And you can make this as big and chunky as you want to make them. I've seen a lot of them that are way more chunkier than this that have two sides, and I haven't decided if there's going to be two sides to this one yet. We'll see. Let's just let me concentrate on one side for now. So I also used this big circle die to cut out some. This is black, sort of shimmer paper, and I cut it out twice, and I actually glued a piece of cardboard inside that because we want our wand to be as sturdy as possible. And I have some watermelon straws that I got at Timu last year, and they had all the fruits there last year. I don't know what they have this year, but anyway, there is our watermelon straw, and I put a pipe cleaner inside mine just to make it even more sturdy, but it is pretty sturdy. These straws are really, really strong. So I'm just going to cut that off. You can also put like a wooden skewer inside here if you wanted to make it stronger. So let me move the dies out of the way. And I also have cut up some ribbons here that are going to go on our wand in kind of coordinating colors. So there's that. And I have my hot glue gun heating up here. So I'm just trying to decide if I should put more foam tape in between here. I think what I'm going to do first is make the other side of this. So let me see about that. And I'm using this paper collection that I got off Timu last year. And it is 12 by 12 and double-sided. It's the same on both sides. And I really love this paper. I don't know if it's available anymore. I hope it is because I would certainly buy it again. Anyway, so we're going to attach these pieces here, and I have some tulle cut out here, and this is going to be the other side of my rosette, I think. So I have some foam tape, and we're going to put some of that down on top of the center, and this is the same on both sides also. So I should probably hot glue this, but just for time, we're just gonna go like this. This foam tape is really, really sticky, so I think it's going to be fine. All right, so first I put down 2 layers of this like snowy tulle. So I am going to add just a little bit of hot glue on the top of here. And then this will not like go anywhere. I'll just stagger it a little bit. There we go. Strings. And now I'm going to add some more foam tape and put this layer on. And so I was watching a lot of videos this morning about how to make wands. And I figured, I think I can do it. And I got some good tips and stuff. And you know what really surprised me is a lot of the channels that I was looking at are no longer on YouTube. So some of the videos were 8 years old, 5 years old, and I wonder why people like quit YouTube after a while. Are they just over it and move on to other things? Or I guess circumstances don't let them do YouTube anymore. I'm not sure. So now we're going to put that layer on. And now the decorating for the other side, I think we will leave. So I think this is going to be a pretty chunky wand. So this is where I'm not sure how to proceed. And some people used actual big lollipops for this. But I'm not going to do that. It's summertime, and I don't think it would hold up very well anyway. All right, let me see. Okay, so I decided what I'm going to do next is attach this side to the black shimmer paper that's going to be the center. And I'm not going to put any more foam in between it because I think it's there's enough. Now, this would be the tricky part, is trying to get this absolutely centered as best as I can in the middle. And I hope you can like see what I'm doing. I can barely see what I'm doing. I'm trying to look through the camera. And I wanted to take part in Mary Ellen's Crafts and Hauls, her hashtag Project Share Thursday. So that's when you share a project that you're making or one that you have made and you want to show it. And I think it's great that Marian allows everyone to use her hashtag and show what we've been creating. And it's really inspirational because you can follow the hashtag and see what everyone is creating. What is going on here? All right, my glue kind of ended one glue stick and starting another. So we're transitioning there. Now, let's see if I can get this side on. And the reason why it's leaning like that is because of the decorations that are on the other side. Let's flip it. Oh my gosh, it's like a cake. Oh, this is fun. Okay, so now that that's all together, I'm going to let that glue just sit for a minute. And let's talk about our straw and ribbons, because I'm not sure the best way to attach these. If I should attach them all together and then attach it to the straw. I think that sounds like a better idea. So then we can get an idea of what it will look like. And you don't have to make them this long. I can always cut them, but I can't stretch them and make them longer after the fact. So I just have some pink rickrack and stuff like that. And I saw this lady that was making curly Q ribbons, and she wrapped it around a wooden dowel and then put the ribbon in the oven at 200 degrees for 20 minutes. And her cloth ribbon came out all spirally. So I don't know how she ever discovered that you could put ribbon in an oven. But I had this ribbon that it's thin, but it has a wire edge on either side. So I just wrapped it around the straw and came up with this, but I don't know. I don't think I like it, so I think I'm going to leave it off. It looks kind of stupid, to put it mildly. All right, so we don't have any green in here, so let me see if I can find some green ribbon. Okay, so I don't have much to choose from in the green ribbon department. This is all I have left of this ruffle. And if you guys didn't notice or you hadn't seen the other video where I made the tassel for the pocket letter, I am like trying to sort of match that. But this is the ribbon that I got from Beebeecraft, and this came on these little cards, and there was about 15 different colors. That's just so green. Too green, it just overpowers everything. I don't know. Let me think about this. Okay, so what I decided to do was cut straight up the middle of this ribbon, giving me 2 pieces of it for the price of 1. And yesterday, when Paul was out for his walk, which he goes every day, he found these scissors laying in the street, and they say Westcott titanium non-stick. So I think these are the scissors that you can cut up foam tape with, and they won't gum up your scissors. I'm not sure. I haven't tried them out on foam tape, but they are pretty sharp, and I'm needing some new ones, so I think that was a pretty good find. Okay, we're going to figure out how to attach all of this to the top of this straw. So this is a little tricky. I have this all, oops, don't burn myself, bundled together here. And I think I'm just going to try to attach it to the top of this straw with a bunch of glue. But I don't want it to be so bulky as that the straw will no longer fit into the rosette where it's supposed to go. Okay, we're just going to gunk it all together, I guess, and hope for the best. And let's push it down into this silicone here. Oh boy. Well, fortunately, I hope to be able to hide this big mess. And the only people that will know about it is you guys and me. In all of YouTube. Oh my. Well, if anybody has any good ideas about how to be doing this, let me know in the comments, because this is literally a hot mess right now. I'm just going to leave it. That pink one does not want to stay in. I'm just going to leave it there for a second to coagulate. And have you made wands before? I have seen wands on some of your channels. I didn't look up none of your videos came up, or I certainly would have watched those if they came up in my feed. Apparently 5 or 8 years ago, this was a really hot item to be making, I guess. I'm really late to the party, aren't I? All right, I guess it's been there long enough. Whoa, no, apparently it hasn't. All right, I'm going to pause the video for a second. Okay, guys, well, we have like a little bit of a lumpy mess, but I'm going to try to hide it by shoving it in here and just hope this works out. So it's going to go in about here. I just don't want that being a lump there. Okay. Okay, so here's what happened while I paused the video. I cut that whole lumpy mess off because when I put the straw in here, it was making the paper just go way up. So what I've done now is tied some thread around all of the ribbon, so maybe I can glue it without trying to hold everything at once. And I'm even going to trim this a little bit more. So it's a good thing that I cut the ribbons long, and it's a good thing that I have more watermelon straws, because this is definitely plan B. So cross your fingers, we're going in. So what I'm going to do is just put some glue on here and then stick it up in here. Let me see. It should work. I'm so nervous. All right, there's the glue. Oh. All right, I'm just going to leave that to dry. I'm going to pause the video again. Okay, guys, can one of you guys come over my house and tie a bow for me? So I'm really terrible at tying bows, and this may only be temporary, but that pretty much concludes my shaker wand. And I did remember that I did make a couple of like mini wands back at Valentine's Day, but I don't remember it being this hard. And I didn't use straws. I used these. These little like acrylic popsicle sticks. And I got these from Temu. Most likely it was them. So thank you guys for staying till the end of the video. I appreciate it. If you want, hit the thumbs up on your way out the door, and I hope you come back soon, and I'll do something new. And I was telling you about Beebeecraft, and I do miss working with them and working with Kokorosa, but it has forced me to kind of get creative with what I have here, which is a lot. And so I'm very blessed that way. And thank you. I'll see you next time with something new.